Heaven's California.
Hey guys, I'm really excited to react to this video. It's a Llama Arts video. I haven't seen a Llama Arts video in a while. And this one is about 10 minutes as well, and I haven't seen a long one like that in months, so I'm really happy. It's about a roommate. Someone already... This was up like an hour ago, not even, and someone already like commented saying to react to this. I was going to anyway, but yeah. It's good to know that people actually like want to see me do that, you know? So first I see NordVPN is being sponsored here. Anyway, yeah, so it's called like a Llama Arts, like a roommate horror story, so I don't know what to expect from this, like a roommate at school, I don't know. I guess we'll find out, but let's get right into this. This should be fun. I got water right here.
This video is sponsored by NordVPN. More details at the end.
This ought to be fun.
Looking for a new roommate is always a daunting task. Even though you interview and take the time to get to know that person, you don't truly find out who they are until you start living with them.
Exactly.
I'd begun searching for a roommate after I decided to leave my current residency.
Who's that over there?
I was contacted a couple of hours after placing an ad on the Facebook Marketplace. The message read,
"Hey Chris, I'll be moving out of my current apartment this August and I'm looking to room with someone new, as my roommates are moving to California this year. I'm 27 and I'm currently going to school. When I'm not at school, I enjoy hiking and watching movies. I also apprentice at a taxidermy shop on the days I don't have class. Hope that's not weird. It's always been a fun hobby of mine. Anyway, I'm looking forward to hearing back from you.
Taxidermy kind of
Have a
like...
great day, Lunaire."
My first and most obvious reaction after reading the message was to check her profile. She was of medium height, had long, messy blonde hair and green eyes.
She looks like the one just from the other...
I saw her standing with a man and a woman, shoulder to shoulder. They each adorned goofy grins and held up peace signs. Under the photo, the caption read, "Love my roommates." I smiled to myself and decided to send her a message back.
Isn't that her?
The sun beat down on us as we
hoisted
various objects to the second floor of our new apartment. It took us a couple days to get everything out of the moving trucks and into our new place, but as soon as we did, a wave of relief washed over our sweat-drenched and sore bodies. After a couple more hours of rearranging, we each grabbed a beer from the fridge and sat on the porch. We reminisced about old 90s cartoons and what video games we obsessed over as kids, and as the sun started to set, I truly felt relaxed and confident that things were going to work out. A week later, I started a new job for a construction company that was owned by a good friend of mine.
7 a.m.
As I was getting ready, I heard the front door swing open and walked into the living room to see Lunaire and her friend David sliding in a large box. "What you got there?" I asked.
And why are you up so early?
A restrained grunt, she replied,
"I bought a freezer to store some of the animals I'm planning on using in my taxidermy work. I hope that's alright."
I was obviously hesitant at first, as there was no mention of this happening in the first place.
It's already kind of
I
odd.
eventually accepted and returned to my room to continue.
Like, I don't know exactly what
getting ready for work.
taxidermy is, but isn't it like
I came
stuffing
home at
dead
around
things or
9
something?
p.m. after having a couple of beers with friends and noticed that the freezer was nestled snugly in the lower part of the pantry.
Already.
A low hum could be heard reverberating off of the inner walls. I was curious to see what was inside, but didn't want to intrude on Lunaire's business, so I went into my room and changed into more comfortable clothing. After changing, I came back out into the kitchen and started making a sandwich. I opened the fridge and grabbed what I needed. As I turned around, I stubbed my toe on the edge of the island countertop and let out a long, exasperated grunt. Through my frustration, I slammed the fridge door shut and checked my toe to see if there was any bleeding. As I raised my head back up, I was greeted by a shadowy figure. Lunaire was standing in the doorway leading to her room. The darkness behind her almost seemed to envelop her.
"Can I help you?"
"Is everything okay?"
she said in a deadpan tone. "Shit, yeah, I'm sorry. I just slammed my toe into the corner of the countertop as I was making a sandwich. I hope I didn't wake you."
"It's fine,"
she said, in the same deflated tone as before.
Uh-huh.
She then turned around and walked back
sus.
into the
She's
darkness
sus.
of her room. I could tell that she was pissed, so I quietly made my sandwich and retreated back to my room as well, only hearing the low hum from the freezer as I closed my door.
I kind of want to check, but I don't want to check. Oh,
I had the next day off, so I was able to sleep in a little longer than usual.
that's nice.
When I finally emerged from my room, I walked into the kitchen to make breakfast. As I opened the refrigerator, I noticed that the light wasn't turning on and there was a lack of cold air escaping from inside.
It's not plugged in.
I turned around and flipped the light switch to confirm my suspicion. Sure enough, the power was out.
Oh.
Damn it, I muttered under my breath. I walked over to Lunaire's room and knocked on her door to tell her about the power outage if she didn't already know, but there was no answer. I then remembered that she had classes that day and probably wasn't home.
She caused the
I
outage.
walked back to the kitchen and past the pantry.
There's a lock on it
As
now.
I did, I slipped on the floor but was able to catch myself on the countertop.
The hell?
What the? I angrily exclaimed as I looked down at the floor trying to figure out what I had slipped on. It was blood.
Oh my
It had
god.
started to leak from the corner of the freezer and pool onto the floor. I quickly tried to open the freezer to find out the cause of the viscous liquid, but then I noticed that it had a padlock attached to it. I don't remember seeing that before.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
I ran out to my car and grabbed my toolbox from the back seat. I approached the freezer and set my tools down on the nearby countertop. I then pulled out a small pair of bolt cutters and snapped through the metal of the padlock. It fell to the ground with a large thud. I creaked open the top of the freezer and was greeted with a putrid stench that permeated my nostrils. I quickly pinched my nose and walked away gagging in response. I guess I should have realized that was going to happen, I muttered to myself.
I mean, you already kind of know what's in
gags.
there, right? Animals?
After gaining my composure, I grabbed some gloves from under the sink and started taking inventory. I could see a couple of dead birds and plastic bags wedged into the corners of the freezer. I took each bag out and set them in the trash can nearby. That's when I noticed that the blood was coming from the corner of the larger black bag. I don't know why, but I decided to open the top of the bag and peer inside.
Please tell me it's
I
not
was
a body.
greeted by large, milky white eyes, a swollen black tongue surrounded by cracked and bloated lips,
What the
and
fuck?
the matted hair of a human head.
Oh my
I
god.
swiftly dropped the bag and fell backwards onto the floor. My breathing had ceased to exist, and I grabbed the trash can next to me and expelled my disgust into it. I then ran out the door, got into my car, and called the police. As I sat in the interrogation room with a blanket over my shoulders, I couldn't help but think about the face I'd seen. It looked so familiar.
It was your neighbor, wasn't
That's when
it?
it finally hit me. I pulled out my phone and looked at Lunaire's profile picture.
Oh.
It was her old roommate. The one she said was moving to California. When the detective entered the room, she started the questioning process, asking me if I started noticing any weird behavioral occurrences around the apartment. Yeah, I stubbed my toe the other day and she creepily stood in the doorway. It seemed like she was pissed, but for some reason I had a strange feeling like she was concerned about something. That's when I connected the dots. She didn't come out to the kitchen because she heard me stub my toe. She came out into the kitchen because she thought I slammed the freezer instead of the fridge. A cold sweat started to form on my forehead as my surroundings became blurred. I could hear a low whine slowly starting to cover up the words of concern from the detective. As my vision started to clear, I could see another officer enter the room and whisper something into her ear.
Well, for some reason I thought it was the girl.
Piece of paper. Do you have somewhere you could stay at? She asked. I mean, I was planning on staying with my parents. They live about 30 minutes outside of town. Okay, she paused. Listen, I don't want to worry you, but we found this picture inside of your apartment.
Oh no.
She slid the piece of paper across the table, and I immediately felt like someone kicked me in the chest. The head of Lunaire's other roommate sat on the chair. In the background, scrawled on the wall in blood, read, "Love my roommates. All of them."
What?
Does this ever happen to you? You find out about an awesome show, so you grab your snacks, click on the video, and then you need NordVPN. If you haven't heard of NordVPN,
Oh my God.
you must be pretty new on YouTube. And that's okay. NordVPN is a virtual private network with over 5,000 servers all around the world.
I'm gonna go ahead and pause that because I already had a VPN and I kept canceling them just because I don't really need them anymore. So I'm good though. I'm good. Thanks though. But I'm good. I'm great. That roommate's pretty fucked up if you ask me. Like, holy crap, that's insane. Let me look up taxidermy right now while I'm recording still. Taxidermy. A preserving of an animal's body via stuffing or mounting. Yep. For the purpose of display or study. And then they're often but not always portrayed in a lifelike state. Yeah, because like it looks like they're still alive and real, right? But it's like they're not. So that's pretty creepy. I don't. Taxidermy is kind of weird, to be honest. That's just kind of weird to me. I don't know about you guys, but I think that's just creepy. Like, no offense to anybody who does that, but that's just creepy. Let me look at some comments. Cue the comments about how he hasn't posted. I thought Llama Arts was a girl. Llama Arts uploads, stops everything I was doing and clicking on the video. Perfect timing, very boring class. I don't even know, but that was a really good video. I'm glad the guy's okay, but I can't believe she killed both her roommates after she said love my roommates. Yeah, okay. Am I the only one who thought that it was kind of creepy, that girl? Like, I thought that girl was going to be part of the story, the one that I saw in the very beginning. I don't know, I kind of felt like she was part of it, but apparently I was wrong, but I don't know. Oh god. The person who disliked this video deserves to roommate with Lunaire. Yeah, she's sus, but I don't even know. That's just creepy, weird, and I don't even... Like, she put a lock on it. That's just gonna draw attention to it, you know? Like, if you're trying to hide something, don't make it obvious. Like, I mean, I understand, because, like, there's no other way to really lock it. Like, you know, you can't really tape it shut. You can't really, like, you know, anything else shut. So, and even a lock he was able to cut off and stuff. But I have a feeling that he was next. He was the next roommate. I don't know why she killed her roommates. I don't know why the frickin' head was there. Jesus Christ, what the hell? That's freaking scary as hell, man. Like, well, after watching this video, I'm not rooming with nobody. Like, I live at home. I don't live on a campus at a college or something. But no, I'm not doing that. Never doing that. Nope. And this is why I'm skeptical and kind of nervous to meet some people. It's not like I'm gonna live with them, you know. But like, it's kind of like, you never know who they are. They seem all nice and chill, but then they're like, boom. All I gotta say to that is be careful who you choose to roommate with, because anybody can see what, you know, anybody can seem amazing and yet they're not, you know. I don't know, but I have a fun this video is, yeah, this video is probably gonna be pretty popular, to be honest. Oh, and then I got another comment. Yeah, I noticed I'm getting more comments and stuff. Oh, and before I forget, if you guys are still here, awesome. But I just have one more thing to say. So Dark and Twisted has announced that YouTube keeps demonetizing his videos, or demonetized the last one, therefore he removed it because he can't make money off it. And because this is his living, he's not going to do them on YouTube anymore. Like, he will still post on YouTube, but he won't totally upload on there anymore. He's going to do a new site, which you have to pay for, which I'm not happy about because I don't want to pay $100, and I'm pretty sure that's US dollars, so it's more in Canadian dollars, so it's more than $100 per year. But that's not too bad, I guess. That's like $8.25 in US dollars a month. But at the same time, it's like, do I really want to spend $130 a year? Like, for 2 years, that's like already $260. Like, you know, it's just so much money that I could just save. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet, because I definitely want to, like, still watch, and I definitely want to still react, but I'm just kind of at a crossroad right now, because I know a bunch of people, or a few of my friends that watch it are not going to watch it anymore because of that. So, but because you guys expect me to react to it, I feel pressured to. I want to myself, anyways, so I can be able to watch, but I don't know, it just kind of puts you in a, like, I have the money to, I just don't want to, you know, like, I want to save it on something else, you know? So I don't really know what to do now. I'm kind of at a crossroad now, so I don't know what to do. So, anyway, I'll let you guys know what I will do, of course. I still definitely do want to react to them, though, so it just sucks that, you know, it really sucks. I'm so annoyed, I'm so pissed, but I feel like I feel like he's being demonetized because either of the content, probably the content, or the swearing. But I don't know. Okay, anyway, I'm just gonna drag this video on, so I'm just gonna let you guys go now. Again, if you're still here right now, you're a true fan. If you're not, well, then you're not gonna be even listen to this. So yeah, you suck. But thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Oh, I can't reach it so far. There we go.